Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. Mike Crispi here, coming live from New York, Saturday night, Real America's Voice. Mike Crispi, producer Frankie. And I want to end the show with this story tonight. The problem that we're having about visa holders in this country. Now, you would think how many people could really be on a visa in America? And I didn't know the number. I don't think anybody knew the number. And then all of a sudden, this came out and said the USA is going to review 55 million visas. And I said, wait a minute. Okay, you're going to review it. That's great. That's a whole separate thing. How do we have 55 million people who don't have a connection to the country or in the country, who went through a paperwork process to get into the country and are here and aren't really, part of the country, but they're connected through a administrative process on a temporary or semi-permanent temporary basis? 55 million? And then you have 20 million illegal, so it's 75 million people. We have 300 million people in America. 75 million aren't American, in addition to the 330 million American citizens, Frankie?
Dude.
What's going on here?
I mean, I'll just say, as someone who went to Syracuse University, for college, I will say I'm actually not surprised because you're a minority there if you speak English. It's such a joke, and we've just seen it, and it's all, whether it's only the top, they do these lotteries in all these countries, but it's just gotten out of control and we're just taking way too much in. Or you have a really, rich family and you're able to obfuscate and use the system to get into colleges and take away opportunities for us folk that live in this country and were born here. This is insanity, these numbers. Are you kidding me?
So nobody would expect the number to be 1/3 of the U.S. population is the visa population. Crazy. And then it gets even crazier. On Friday afternoon, there was another in the state of New York, semi-truck and a tour bus colliding. Death, destruction. Seems to be a very horrible trend that is emerging of truck drivers. Again, they're able to get CDL licenses in commercial driving truck licenses in states like California that totally lower the standard. And then these truck drivers drive all around the country. They don't understand the road signs. I was talking to a law enforcement, a guy who's a law enforcement agent, and he went to high school actually with Frankie and myself. He saw us on Timcast. He saw us talking about this. He said, Mike, I pull these people over. They don't even know what the road signs say. They don't even know what the speed limit sign means. They're used to driving in third world countries that don't even have road signs. It's unbelievable. So Marco Rubio put this out. He said, effective immediately, we are pausing all issuance of work visas for commercial truck drivers. Massive problem. Who created this problem? This is state level stuff, giving these these certifications out, so then the people who own these companies can go hire these cheap labor truck drivers that are now putting us all in harm's way. So let me get this straight. You can't take public transit because they'll stab you. You can't drive around because the roads are shit, and they put congestion taxes now, too expensive to drive. Oh, and you can get killed by some foreigner driving. How about this? This is a guy, he was doing an experiment on TikTok, saying, okay, is it really that easy for these foreign people who know nothing about the country to get these licenses? Pretty wild. Roll this.
Now, moving forward with the process, we're about 5 minutes in now. I reached out via text message to this phone number right here. I simply said, are you still hiring for Amazon driver? A short time later, I got a phone call, and that phone call was a guy who I personally could barely understand. I was trying to emulate an accent the best that I could to remain cloaked. And the very first question they asked, which was the deciding factor if they would hire me, was, where are you from originally? I couldn't say I was from America, so I lied, and I said that I was from India. They then took my information, and I got a phone call back shortly thereafter, and it was a 3-minute phone call with the guy who was sort of the head honcho over the entire operation, who told me it was totally okay that I don't have experience, that's not going to be an issue at all, and that they would be happy to put me behind the wheel of a truck regardless of circumstances. But just wait, they actually informed me that they don't just do Amazon, they also do FedEx and USPS. They contract for those as well. Now, if you're a truck driver or if you travel the interstates often, you guys know that Amazon, FedEx, and USPS is sort of the trifecta of misery that we all see being at the scene of each one of these massive wrecks where there's multiple people losing their lives.
Pretty unbelievable. Pretty unbelievable. Frankie, last word on this.
Yeah, I'll just say they won't allow, law-abiding citizens to have a concealed carry permit. Meanwhile, they're going to give an 18-wheeler to someone who has no experience and no nothing. Like, that's not worse than a weapon that's concealed on your hip, barreling through the streets. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so law-abiding citizens who want to get concealed carry, when they go to interstate lines, get hassled. But these foreigners with deadly weapons, these 18-wheelers, it's okay. Go do it. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable what they're doing to destroy this country. But we expose it, we fight it, and we're going to win. All right. It's about all the time that we have on the show this week, everybody. Love you. Appreciate you. And we'll see you back live next week.